Hey everyone, it's Kristie with AG Takes Over. I am excited that you're here. Hope you're in the mood for American Girl stuff because that's what this channel's about. And it's a DIY. These get fewer views than other videos. Like if I do an unboxing, you'd stay tuned more. But please stay tuned. This is a fun one. So it's inspired by a display that I saw at the Nashville American Girl store a while back. And one of the things that I miss the most about having an American Girl store near me, because the Columbus one closed a few years ago, is getting to see all the displays. If you've ever gotten to go to an American Girl store, you know, like some of them are less creative than others, but there's a lot of creativity in those displays. There's a lot of inspiration. And I always take a lot of pictures, even before I started this channel, I take a lot of pictures for myself to be inspired. And when we went to the Nashville store, my family, we saw, among others, this display. And I thought it was so cool. We have two of the Book It sets, the Pizza Hut Book It sets, because Book It was a program of my childhood. Getting that personal pan pizza after I got enough reading done to get my coupon was like, or my certificate, was such a core childhood memory. Like I remember the street, I remember the Pizza Hut that we always went to, and I loved this set when it came out. So we got two because the twins both needed it, and I thought this was so cool, like so creative. And the reason that I am sitting where I am is because after walking around the store a few times and coming back, I was like, oh, the booth from this is this booth. They just painted it, I guess. And I was like, oh, they just painted this booth, but it's one of those. That's so cool. Well, we already have this, and there's no way I'm going to paint it, but that's really cool. And then fast forward, on Facebook Marketplace lately, I had been seeing this booth, literally just the booth. That's all the person was selling. I think for $25, and I was like, meh, maybe $20. I was like, I don't need it. And the other day I saw it for $5. Like the same person had marked it down because I guess nobody else was interested in it. And I was like, yes, for $5, absolutely. I will do a DIY project and make my own Pizza Hut. That's today's project. I went to a town not too far from me. We actually were going for one of those presentations, not a timeshare presentation, but this was like a vacation club presentation where you get something in the mail and it says, you've won a free trip. Like 2 nights, 3 days, whatever. And you go and you have to like sit in a room and listen to their spiel for 2 hours. We did not buy anything. We did not spend a dime. And I was like, I'd read so many scary things on like Reddit and whatever. I was like, some of these, especially the timeshare ones, like the salespeople seem to be like really high pressure sales. And I don't know, like some people are saying like they keep your license until you're done, which is their way of kind of holding you hostage. And I was like, I'm not down for any of that. So the timing worked out perfectly. I saw this and it happened to be in the same town where we had to go listen to this presentation on a Friday night. And I was like, cool. I scheduled the pickup for that same day. And I was like, that way, if we get there and this seems too shady and not worth our time, we just leave. We already needed to be in this town to pick up that thing. So it's not a trip wasted. So smart. Turns out the presentation was just fine. We may or may not use the free trip because there's a few extra strings attached, but we didn't spend anything. And our presenter was hilarious. Like, we worked with somebody who did not care, and this was not their career, and they were not remotely interested in pressuring us. So we just like shot the breeze for a while. Anyway, after we left that presentation, high-fiving each other for not spending any money, we went over and picked this up. And I hadn't paid any attention to the quality of it. Like, did it have stains or whatever? Because I knew I was going to be covering it. It did, which is maybe why people weren't buying it. So it's got a couple stains here. It's got some marker right here and here. And then it's got more stains over on this side. But I don't care about any of that because the piece is what I need and I'm going to cover it up. The thing I did need to do is it comes with this right here, and it has, hold on, I'll just hold it up, this little clear plastic piece on it. So you can put menus in there. And I wanted this off because I want to cover the whole thing. I don't remember if it was covered. It had to be covered in the display. I'm sure they had done the whole thing. This part, getting it off, was kind of hard. I didn't break it, but I probably like mangled it a little bit. Like you can see where that plastic piece got like so much tension on it that I was like, and popped it off. But you had to because the screws were underneath it. And you couldn't unscrew this piece and get it off until you took off the plastic. So I didn't break it, which I wasn't really concerned. If I do break it, I don't need it to put it back on. But I didn't, so yay. And then as I was looking at the picture again, I was like, oh, they didn't paint it. They just used contact paper. So I did order a brown. It's a little bit lighter than I was expecting, but I think it's going to work just fine. That's going to be the wood part. So that's going to be here, here, and all of the back. This is more than I needed. I ended up spending like $30 on supplies and like $5 for that. So $35 to do this, which is like more than I really needed to for something that wasn't like high on my list. But I like crafting. I budget for it. And I think it'll be fun to do. And also I will have a lot left over of the contact paper. So what I will do is just take some pieces of wood or foam board that we have and cover them in it. And then it's a nice background for pictures. So I'm not going to let this go to waste. And then the red one should be arriving today, but that will be the actual cushioned part. And I was really struggling because in the picture you see they have a table and it's got the restaurant style like checkered tablecloth on it. And theirs looks to scale. I don't think this is going to look to scale, but I couldn't find anything that would. So this is what I got. It's just a vinyl, like felt backed, I think, vinyl tablecloth, but it's the right design. It's just, maybe it's a little big, but whatever. It's going to be cute. So, I am not going to film you watching the whole, like me covering it. I'm just going to come back on and go, hey, got the brown done. Hey, the red showed up in the mail. Here it is. All right, wait. And I'm going to do the big reveal of the whole thing because I don't think this, and I'll share any like nuggets of wisdom in case somebody finds themselves in the position to do this exact same DIY. I don't know, but maybe their ideas, you know, have fun with me. First of all, like, even if you're not going to do this, just have fun, watch. It's going to be cute. I have faith. And secondly, there might be some like wisdom nuggets like, oh, hey, it made it easier to put it on, or it was easier to manage when I did XYZ. And that might be applicable to some other future project that you end up doing. So, sound good? Sounds good to me. All right, I'll be right back. All right, update number 1. Got the brown on. So, this thing is heavy, by the way. Easy peasy. No tricks. Just measure and cut. And I didn't even measure, but like eyeball. Like put it up here and cut in straight lines, but nothing big. Again, base, front and back. And then, good news, it's my lunchtime and this came in the mail. So I'm going to get started on this and see how much I can do. I ate first, don't worry. And see if I can get some of this done. See you soon. All right, but time to spare. And by the way, if you have not watched my videos anytime I do a tutorial or show you some kind of DIY, I should let you know I'm not a perfectionist. I am proudly not a perfectionist. Perfectionists do not have all the fun. So I always go for excellent, something I'm happy with, but I never stress about this elusive idea of perfection. So that said, here it is. I think it looks great. There we go. If I get in real close, can I point out some imperfections? Well, that one I can see right now. I might fix that. But it looks pretty damn good. My only kind of bummer thing about this is I still can see the flowers through this contact paper. if this were something I was going to set up, like permanently creating a room in my dollhouse to make a restaurant, then I would probably go over it with a second layer. Or maybe, I think that's what I would do. I wouldn't want to like paint it. You could and then go over it, but as it is, I haven't hurt this thing at all. Other than taking the menu holder off the back, all I've done is put stickers on it, basically, like contact paper, which is easy to take off. So you theoretically could turn this one, if you like had a booth that you really liked as your cafe, but you wanted to do this, you could put the contact paper on, and then when you're done, take it off. Yes, it's wasteful of contact paper, but that's it. Like, you wouldn't ruin this. So, can I see the flowers? I can a little bit, but the way I figure it is I'm going to use this like room of requirement over here that's currently here. I'll just show you. Sorry. Right there, the middle one. Sorry, there. Wherever. The middle one that's set up as a craft room. I'm going to use that and make that the Pizza Hut. I don't think once you get that in and the lighting and the dolls seated and the table and all the goodies, like, I don't think you're going to notice whatsoever that you can kind of a little bit under the right lighting see the flowers through it. Like, who gives a crap? So yeah, I want to get a little bit of an exercise in before I go back from lunch. So this is where I'm going to pause. And then tonight, after the kiddo is asleep, I will find which table I want to use. I'll clear everything out of that room and I'll get a table set up. I'll put this in, obviously cut to size. It's a shame to have to cut this thing, but I'm thinking if I just cut it off the edge, we could still use this like for an adult, like for an actual picnic or something. But yeah, I'm going to put this in and get all the Pizza Hut stuff out, and I will come back when everything is set up and we'll give a little room tour. So not a full dollhouse tour, but you'll get a room tour because I'm going to make sure everything's in there first before I come back. All right, it looks super cute. I'm going to flip the camera around and show you. So there's the room. And I'm going to take you over here first. So this trash can is like a desktop trash can for, I guess, adults to put like candy wrappers or something. And then this kind of hutch is something I found at Goodwill and just painted gray. And then it's been in my daughter's dollhouse. Little napkin dispenser I added. I just printed out the Pizza Hut logo and used double-sided tape to put it on a wooden block that we already had. And I would think, that's where you could put like extra pizza boxes or whatever. And then I switched out whatever sign was there. It was like Crafty Girls Rock, and put a Pizza Hut pizza in it. And then here are Gabriella and Mac at the Pizza Hut. They look so cute. I think this turned out so well. I was worried about the scale of the tablecloth, but it looks great, actually. There's the book it buttons and their certificates. They're not signed or filled out, so we're just going to assume those are new ones, that they turned in their filled ones, and they grabbed some new ones. Got their crushed red pepper and Parmesan. Oh, I even put soda and ice in their cups, because we got to be legit. Yeah. One thing about this room of requirement is I never put a whole lot of stuff on the walls, just because this room has been like a celebration for Lunar New Year space and a yoga studio, and it was just a craft area, and now it's a Pizza Hut. So the walls are always a little boring, but as far as pictures go, I got enough to work with. So I'm going to stop filming, take some pictures, and we'll see how they turn out. Anyway, I'm probably not going to come back on. So thank you for watching my silly, fun crafting adventures. And I hope you'll be back for the next one. Bye.